The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing at its best presents Speed World.
It seems that every sport has its hallowed ground and hallowed event. In baseball, there's places like Wrigley Field, Yankee Stadium, and Fenway Park, and its epic event, the World Series. In football, there's a Super Bowl. In college basketball, there's March Madness. In golf, there's Augusta, home of the Masters. In tennis, there's Wimbledon. And in horse racing, there's Churchill Downs, home of the Kentucky Derby. And the same holds true for motorsports as well too. In Formula One, there's Monaco. In NASCAR and in IMSA sports car racing, there's Daytona. And of course, this place here, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of the greatest Indy car race in the world, the Indianapolis 500. And today is also home of the Castrol GTX Cup Series stock number 20 on the season, the Brickyard 400. I should mention also that Indianapolis is also home to the biggest NHRA drag race in the world, which is located about probably 10 miles up the road from the famed Brickyard itself. That track being Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park, home of the greatest NHRA drag race in the world, the U.S. Nationals, held every Labor Day weekend. And today, the Castrol GTX Cup Series is the focal point of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and for the Brickyard 400. And here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole, it is Caleb Bogler. Got so close to winning this race last season in the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. He's also a two-time winner so far this season. He is flanked by Rafael LeDuc in car 31, the Hardee's Chevrolet. He won at Michigan this season, the first Michigan event. Second row has the Pepsi 400 winner Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, and car 26 Daniel Voiles, the Quaker State Ford. Both of them carry in-car cameras. Row number 3 has Alexander Rowe in car 7, the Exide Barriers Ford, and number 75 Casey Hoyt, the Factory Stores of America Ford. Next row down has car 15, Alex Miller, the Quality Care Ford, and number 9, the winner at the last race at Talladega, it's Emmanuel Hartnett. Next row down has car number 40, that is Sean Galligan, the Kendall Motor Oil Pontiac, and number 77, Jasper Engines US Air Federal Mogul Ford of Laura Chung. Next row down is car number 18, that is Nathan Ormond at the wheel of the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet, and number 10, the Tide Ford of Michael Turner. Next row down is car number 12. It is Collar Sustrate, a main and tail straight Arrow Ford. And number 88, Cat Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Next row down is car number 37, James Henry, in the Little Caesars Ford. He came so close winning at Talladega. He's alongside Jessica Shelton, the number 94 McDonald's Ford. She won the season at Sonoma and again at the second Pocono event. Next row down is car 33, that is Reggie Vogelman, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet, and number 87 Burger King Chevrolet of Christian Bracken. Next row down has the three-time winner so far this season, Kyle Matthews, the Coors Light Pontiac. He has our third in-car camera. He's alongside car number 4. It is Eric Monaco. He finished second at the race at Pocono, the Kodak Film Chevrolet car number 4. Next row down is car number 11, that is Seth Cole, the Lowe's Ford. And beside him, the Daytona 500 champion, Joshua Osborne, number 8, Ray Bestis Ford. Next row down is a pair of Pontiacs. Car 30, the Pennzoil Pontiac of Zachary Fitzwater, and car 22, the winner of the 600 at Charlotte this season, it is Dylan Poteet. Next row down is number 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet of Mitchell Hodak, and number 29, the winner of the first Talladega event, that is Max Anderson, the Meineke Muffler Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 41, the Kodiak Chevrolet of Sarah Eisner, and number 21, Quentin Moore, the Citgo Ford. Next row down has car number 1, Trent Dunham in the Skull Classics Ford. He's flanked by number 2, Dylan Young, another three-time winner so far this season, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford, car number 2. Next row down has car number 6. It is Nathan Hudson, the Valvoline Ford, car number 6, and alongside is number 5, one number down, the Cornflake Chevrolet of the Raging Cajun, Phil Parker. Next row down is number 71, Hiccup Bush, the Olive Garden Chevrolet, and number 43, that is Matt McIntyre, the STP Pontiac. Next row down has the winner at Milwaukee this season, Samit Ozcon, the number 81 TIC Financial Systems Ford, and number 19, Carson Gum, the Health Source Ford. Next down is number 98, Connor Breton in the RCA Ford, and number 23, the winner at Bristol this season, Eric Sadler, the Smokin' Joe's Ford. Next down is number 28, Keith Badson, Texaco Haviland Ford, and he's alongside the winner at Richmond this season, Colin Cropley, the Budweiser Chevrolet. Starting shotgun in the field is number 16, number 90, I should say, Jeff Leinbach, the Howling Myers Ford, and number 16, Ali Liara in the Family Channel Ford. So, that is your starting lineup for this season's Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. As I said, not only home to this event, but also home to the greatest IndyCar race in the world, the Indianapolis 500. It is one of the most iconic hallowed grounds in all of motorsports, alongside places like Monaco, Daytona, Charlotte, Talladega, and also Le Mans. That is one of the most iconic events around the world. And here's your command to fire the engines for this season's Brickyard 400. Command given the fire the engines as we're set for racing here today for 24 laps around this track, around this rectangle racetrack at Indianapolis, Indiana. Field rolls around for the pace line. We're back for the start of the race right after this. Off the third turn they come here as the pace car is about to duck off on the pit road here as soon as they round turn 4 up in the north end of the speedway. As they're about to take the green flag for this ring event here, Caleb Fogler and Raphael Leduc will lead them to the green flag here for this season's Brickyard 400. The pole speed of this event over 187 miles an hour around this racetrack. It's going to be very fast here. The track a little bit in comparison to Pocono, except Pocono is a triangle shape. This is a rectangle shape, but they run a whole lot faster here than they do at Pocono. Green flag flies, and we're underway in the Brickyard 400. And it is Caleb Fogler leading him in turn number 1. Cole Deaver trying for second position on Raphael Leduc as they go down the south end of the racetrack here, down the short chute. The two of the most iconic numbers of NASCAR, 1 and 2, the number 24 and the number 3. As the Jeff Gordon course leads the Dale Earnhardt course in the turn number 3, here comes Cole Deaver to the low side. Started his race in third position. He wants to lead the first lap here at Indy, and whoa, he got close to Fogler through turn number 3, and he shoves Fogler up the track in turn number 4. And let's see what happens off the fourth turn. Who leads this first lap? It looks like it's going to be Fogler, maybe by about a car length or so. Deaver coming on, and it will be car 24 leading the first lap of the event. Here it is, Caleb Fogler in the lead with Cole Deaver second position. Third is Alex Miller in the 15, alongside the 7 car of Alexander Rowe. And Nathan Orman. Oh, a bad crash off turn number 2. Jessica Shelton way up in the air. Car flipping over on the backstretch. And then gets nailed by Dylan Young in number 2. A bad crash for Jessica Shelton. And caution number 1 flying here. Colin Cropley was also in the crash. Dylan Young was involved. Christian Bracken in 87, he was also involved. Nathan Hudson involved. And Dylan Young, I'm sure can't see anything on that Miller Genuine Draft Ford right there except for the logo of this car. Poteet might have been involved at the 22 car. Let's see if he's got any damage to the 22 machine. He's clean on this side. And I'm not sure about the passenger side. And he is. Poteet's clean, so... Oh, my. So, lap number 2 of horrendous crash here at the Brickyard 400. Let's take a look as to what happened as they came off of turn number 2 here at Indy. And this is a very scary crash. Christian Bracken, yeah, he was 3 wide. Him and Hudson made 3 wide. Shelton goes around. Oh my gosh! Then rode the catch fence off the second turn right there. Nathan Hudson is involved. You see Joshua Osborne got into it to the number 8 machine. Oh my gosh! Several cars getting banged up right here, and there goes Dylan Young. Give Shelton a bit of a tap right there. I don't know. So Shelton obviously was the focal point of this crash right there, but let's see how some of the others got in there. Dylan Young and Colin Cropley, both of them really got bent up big time. See what happened there. There's where the crash happened up ahead right there. Oh, yeah, he got into it. Yeah, him and Colin Cropley both got nailed big time, but big time when they both crashed into the 87 of Christian Bracken. I cannot imagine what Dylan Young had to be seeing when he saw Jessica Shelton's car. And when he saw nothing but the undercarriage of Shelton's car, I should say. Off that second turn here. There. Real-time replay. Man, what a crash that was here at Indy, and thank goodness this is only a video game because if this was real time, obviously, then we would be very concerned about the drivers, no question about it. There, especially after a ride like that, and I don't think anybody outside of the Indianapolis 500 has ever rode the wire cage, and I have heard stories about Indy cars riding the wire caging around on this track here way back in the first few decades of that race at least. But there's going to be some overtime by some of those cars in the garage in the shop to prepare for Watkins Glen, which is next on the tour. Caleb Vogler's your leader. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Back at Indianapolis, restart about to happen here on lap number 7 of the event here. It is Caleb Vogler, your leader. Cole Deaver second. Third position right now belonging to Sean Galligan. Fourth position is Nathan Orman. And fifth is James Henry. And 4 cars out of the race here as expected. Dylan Young, Colin Cropley, Jessica Shelton, and the 87 of Christian Bracken all out of the race here. 38 cars remain in the race, and all of them on the lead lap for the time being. Nathan Hudson, I don't think will be up to speed much. And at number 6 car, since he was one of the cars that got banged in the crash. But green flag back out on lap number 7 here at the Brickyard 400. Caleb Vogler is your leader of the event. James Henry first to make a move to the inside lane on Nathan Orman. I actually say there was a second guy to make a move because I saw Rafael Duke try to make the move inside of the 12 car of Kyle Sustre. On board with Cole Deaver in car number 3, the Good Wrench Chevrolet, looking to do what Dale Earnhardt did in the real 1995 Brickyard 400. That was win the race. Winner of the Pepsi 400 at Daytona earlier this season. As he charges behind the number 24 machine of Caleb Vogler, who leads that lap here at Indy. And he's on a speed of 189 miles an hour into turn number 1. About 182 at the south end of the racetrack here. 178 miles an hour off turn number 2. Down the backstretch here, dragging in the draft off that number 24 car. 189 miles an hour. 191 miles an hour into turn number 3. Up to about 182 again in the north end of the racetrack here. He comes off the 4th turn. He goes inside of Vogler, trying to off that 4th turn. Not quite enough. That last lap, 184.661 miles an hour here at the Brickyard 400. Cole Deaver, your leader. Second position is Caleb Vogler. Or Cole Deaver's your second position runner. Caleb Vogler's your leader, excuse me on that. Then Orman in 3rd, Henry in 4th, and Miller running in 5th position. Reggie Vogelman in 6th place. 7th is Alexander Rowe, matching his car number. James Henry tries to go for 3rd position now in that number 30 with 7 machine. James Henry finished third at Talladega, the last race on the tour in car 37. In the meantime, Cole Deaver's going to try again for the lead on Fogler off the fourth turn, and not quite enough. So Deaver falls back in line. Rafael Leduc, the outside pole sitter, running in 8th position. 9th is Sean Galligan, and Mitchell Hodak right now runs in 10th position with Kyle Matthews running in 11th. He gets by the outside second row starter. That is Daniel Voiles. Riding now with Kyle Matthews in car number 42. 3-time winner so far this season. He won at Rockingham. He also won at Darlington and won at Dover this season. Catches a sniff of the draft off both the 17 of Mitchell Hodak and the 15 car of Alex Miller. And now we ride with the 26 car Daniel Voiles, the Quaker State Ford. Not far behind Kyle Matthews for as a matter of fact right there. Voiles running in 12th position. And he also has our roof cam on the Quaker State machine. Voiles biding his time as they go through turn number 4 right there. And we got a battle for the lead once again. It's Deaver against Fogler again. And this time Cole Deaver is going to take the lead in the Brickyard 400 now. And he leads that lap on lap number 12, or lap number 11, excuse me. Be halfway home this time by, and here comes Ormond down the low side and falls back in line. Fogelman goes to 3rd position. James Henry goes to 4th, and Fogler drops down to 5th position. And here comes Nathan Ormond. Going for the number 1 spot again right there. Ormond won twice last season. He won at Martinsville and the 400 at Daytona last season. He has not won since, and he looks for his first win of season 38. Down the low side, Ormond gets the draft off James Henry in car 37. And Deaver led that lap, but Ormond gets it going through turns 1 and 2, and now James Henry is going to try it through turn number 2 now. So somebody else besides Cole Deaver and Caleb Fogler leads this lap right there, which looks like it's going to happen right here. We're going to have the 3rd leader of the day here on lap number 13 of this event, and we'll have 11 to go, and we'll get back to the stripe this time by. And Reggie Fogelman inside of James Henry, and neither Fogelman nor Henry has won a race in their career in this series. It could be, and what a cool deal it would be for those two drivers to get win number 1. Same also with Alexander Rowe in a 7 machine. He also has not yet won in a series. So desire level is going to be sky high between those 3 cars. Sean Galligan's not won in a long time. Alex Miller's not won since last season at Pocono, or since last season in the first Michigan event. He wants to get back in the victory lane. And you got Caleb Fogler trying for his 3rd victory this season. Kyle Matthews is right behind Fogler. He's trying for his 4th win of the year. And he got close also at Talladega as well. The last race on the tour. Fogelman to 2nd position now. Deaver trying to take 2nd position back. And here comes Alexander Rowe to the low side. They're lined up nose to tail for about 6 or 7 cars. 10 to go now at Indy. And here comes Fogelman up to the back of Nathan Ormond. Eight cars you could throw a blanket over here at Indianapolis, Indiana. Boy, we could see if we may be in for a terrific finish here. Fast lap race so far set by Sean Galligan at 185.674 miles an hour. So they're running sort of what they qualified. They qualified for the pole at 187 miles an hour. Here, that was Caleb Fogler's pole speed. And here comes Deaver. He's going to try it again. And Reggie Fogelman leads his first lap leader. He becomes the 4th leader of the day. Wow, that was close between the 18 and the 3 at the line for 2nd place. And now Orman begins to backpedal, as does the 40 car of Sean Galligan. And whoa, Deaver almost smacked the wall off turn number 2. Got shoved up there by the 7 car of Alexander Rowe. Rowe to 2nd. And here comes the pole sitter. Here comes the pole sitter, Caleb Fogler. Trying for 3rd spot, but alongside the 15 car of Alex Miller. Chevy on the low side, Ford on the high side. Ford has the advantage in the manufacturers in the field this season. And James Henry's going to try to make a heel. And I thought James Henry made it 3 wide only briefly, but remembering what happened between Christian Bracken, Nathan Hudson, and Jessica Shelton earlier, that would not have been a smart decision right there. Back to leaders here. Reggie Fogelman out in front here in this field. Emmanuel Hartnett and Quentin Moore, they have now joined the battle. Now they're trying for the top 10 here. And Emmanuel Hartnett, got to give a call to him. That team has been running strong these last few races since I think the first Pocono event. That 9 team has gotten their chemistry. And it seems to be paying off. And it seems to be paying off for the Spam Melling Performance team. And starting to find some mojo here in the second half of the season. Hartnett was 10th the last time by. Here comes. Whoa! And Quentin Moore goes into Hartnett and right into Seth Cole. Here, he'll take Parker and the 31 car of Rafael Duke, and a big mess on the 4th turn. Max Anderson gets turned. Oh my gosh. I think the better question is who's not involved in this crash. Well, just I was talking good about, well, chalk that up to being an announcer jinx, because I was talking good about Emmanuel Hartnett's team, and he gets turned by Quentin Moore, and a big mess ensued off turn number 4. Tyler Sustre, he's crashed up here. Osborne, Fitzwater, Eric Monaco, Hodak was involved. Max Anderson was involved. Cat Basson, Samet Osgon, he got nailed big time. And Emmanuel Hartnett was involved too. And let's take a look at what happened on lap number 18 of the event. And I was talking about Emmanuel Hartnett there and how good of a run he was having. Well, Quentin Moore drives right into the 9 car. I'm sure Hartnett's going to have some words to Moore over that one. Hartnett steps on the gasoline, and it looked like it's going to come in with minimal damage from the inside wall. Hits that one quite a bit right there. Damages up the hood right there, but it's not over yet. Not by a long shot. He goes up the track. I think it's going to go right into Seth Cole. Yeah, gets into Seth Cole. Gets nailed by Keith Batson. And that jacked up the 9 car big time. Seth Cole and Rafael Duke both get into the wall as well too, as does Phil Parker, as does Keith Batson. You saw the damage on the 28 car from the hit he took right there. And then the 5 car is going to hit right there by Batson. Then Ali Liara gets in. Cat Batson, Matt McIntyre, Sarah Eisner. There comes Eric Sadler. Fitzwater, Turner, Sustray, the 81 car, Samet Ozcon, and then you saw right there where Carson Gum and Eric Monaco all got involved. There comes Monaco. He and Carson Gum. I think it's going to hit the 5 car. Yeah, right there. Linebach is just going to miss it right there. Then the 4 car gets involved. And both Ali Liara and the 31 car, Rafael Duke is going to go up in an upside down flip. And there's the parking lot junkyard off turn number 4 at the Brickyard. Junkyard at the Brickyard. I like that. Maybe. But, and then Max Anderson, the 29 car, suddenly he got turned coming down the front stretch. Here's what happened to him. He gets turned right there by Keith Badson, right in front of the 98 car of Connor Breton. Bad hit right on the passenger side of Max Anderson's 29 car. And that car cripples to a stop. I'd like to see the attrition rate on this one. This is absolutely horrific. So we are now at 3 to go. It'll be 3 to go this time by. I'm not sure if we're going to get this race restarted or not. We might for a 1 or 2 lap dash to the line. But the car's out of the race here. The 12 car of here, and the car's out of the race. Kyler Sustray. Rafael Duke, Max Anderson, Eric Monaco, Zachary Fitzwater, Matt McIntyre's involved in the crash here. They got involved. He's out of the race. Eric Sadler's out of the race, as is Seth Cole, Keith Badson, Phil Parker, Ali Liara, and Jeff Linebach, and Carson Gum, and Nathan Hudson. All involved in the crash as well, too. And you see the early retirees from the first crash: Dylan Young, Colin Cropley, Jessica Shelton, and Christian Bracken, all involved. So all in all, a grand total of 18 cars out of this race, and we still got 24 cars left. All of them remain on the lead lap. Well, we're gonna get a 2 lap dash to the checkered flag here at the Brickyard 400. Let's reset the field for you right here. Reggie Fogelman is your leader. Second position is the 7 car of Alexander Rowe. Third is James Henry. Neither one of those 3 have ever won in this series. Would it be awesome for those 3 to get their first win at the Brickyard? We'll find out in these final 3 when the 3 laps is completed here. Nathan Orman, he's not won in a long time. He runs in 4th position. Caleb Fogler runs in 5th spot. 6th position is Kyle Matthews. 7th is Sean Galligan. 8th is Cole Deaver. 9th right now is Quentin Moore. 10th position is Alex Miller. 11th, Casey Hoyt. 12th is Laura Chung. 13th, Daniel Voiles. 14th is Trent Dunham. 15th, Sarah Eisner. 16th position is Hiccup Bush. Having a solid run, having made his way through the whole deal. 17th is Michael Turner. 18th, Connor Breton. 19th, Dylan Potey. And damaged up in 20th is Emmanuel Hartnett. Damaged up in 21st is Samet Ozcon. Damaged up in 22nd is Cab Metzen. Damaged up in 23rd is Mitchell Hodak. And really damaged up in 24th with no front clip is Joshua Osborne. So you got some teams out there with some never quit grit, I guess you might say, here at Indianapolis, Indiana. And, boy. And I don't think we're done yet here. It'll be 2 to go when this race restarts here. Will it be Reggie Fogelman? Will it be Alexander Rowe? Will it be James Henry? Will it be Orman, Fogler, or anybody else in the back that wins the Brickyard 400 for season 38? We'll find out in the final 2 laps. Lap number 23, the green flag flies back underway. And Reggie Fogelman got maybe the restart he possibly needed. But he didn't get much of a good one right here as Alexander Rowe stayed right with him. And here comes James Henry for second place. Keep your eye on that 37 car. He's been fast this season. Can he get himself his first ever win in this series? He's in second position behind Fogelman. Ormond in third. Chevy in first. Ford in second. Chevy's third and fourth, and a fourth. And Ford maybe sixth now, because here comes a Pontiac in fifth position. It's Kyle Matthews. Off the fourth turn, the white flag waves. Here, the Brickyard 400. James Henry up in the back bumper of that 33 car. White flag. Henry down the low side, pushes. Fogelman up the track. James Henry goes to the lead. Now keep it on the 18 car. That's Nathan Ormond. Ormond to the low side. Drag race down the backstretch. Ormond may have some momentum in the turn number 3. I think he does. He goes into turn number 3 now. Ormond and Henry side by side. Ormond has the lead, has the advantage for the fourth turn. Bogler trying to push the 18 car. He pushes him up to the front. Here comes Henry to the back to the outside. They're side by side to the line. Will it be the 18 or 37? It is James Henry in the 37 winning it. What a finish in the Brickyard 400. And I said maybe a first-time winner could possibly happen on the restart, and it did. It is James Henry in the 37 Little Caesars Kmart Ford that wins his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series event. And I believe it becomes, the 19th different winner this season. I tell you, I thought when Nathan Ormond pulled it coming off turn number 4, I thought it was all over and Ormond was going to pull that one off right there. And James Henry got the momentum on the outside of the racetrack. I don't know if he had a drafting push or not, but whatever he found off that fourth turn, it worked. And James Henry, by 0.05 of a second, wins the Brickyard 400 in a very close race. The number 37 Kmart Little Caesars Ford goes to victory lane. Unbelievable. What a race that was. Average speed 124.275 miles an hour, 53 thousandths of a second, the margin of victory. And it's James Henry, your winner. Nathan Ormond second. Kyle Matthews third. Caleb Vogler comes home fourth. Reggie Vogelman fifth. Vogelman was leading at the white flag, too, and drops down the fifth position. That was how crazy it got here. Alexander Rowe comes on sixth position. Cole Deaver seventh. Quentin Moore eighth. Alex Miller ninth. Casey Hoyt comes home in 10th position. A good solid day for the 75 team. Laura Chung 11th. Then Sean Galligan 12th. Daniel Voiles 13th. 14th goes to Sarah Eisner. Hiccup Bush. A top 15 run for the 71 team. Good run for a Hiccup here today. Connor Breton comes home in 16th position. 17th goes to Trent Dunham. Michael Turner, 18th. Dylan Poteet, 19th. And Cat Batson, comes home in 20th. 21st. Mitchell Hodak, Joshua Osborne, 22nd. Then Emmanuel Hartnett, 23rd. And Salmon Ozcon comes home in 24th. The last car to finish on the race here. And all of them finished on the lead lap. And we mentioned the cars out of the race here. 18 cars finished out of the event here. Kyler Sustre, Rafael Leduc, Max Anderson, Eric Monaco, Zachary Fitzwater, and Matt McIntyre, the top 30. Then 31 on down, Eric Sadler, Seth Cole, Keith Batson, Phil Parker, Ali Liara, Jeff Leinbach, Carson Gum, Nathan Hudson, Dylan Young, Colin Crobley, Jessica Shelton, and Christian Bracken. All finished out of the race, and two of them finished on their roof and upside, and two of them finished up with a flip over upside down deal, that being Rafaela Duke and Jessica Shelton. And again, thank goodness this is a video game and both drivers would be guaranteed to come out A-OK, because that was some wild stuff here. Well, not to toot my own horn, but I said earlier in the season, I said James Henry may get his first Castrol GTX Cup Series victory this season the way he's been running. Well, guess what? It happened today at of all places, the mecca of all motorsports, Indianapolis, Indiana. At Indianapolis Motor Speedway, one of the most iconic racetracks in all the world, and James Henry gets his first victory of the season and in his career in this series. So, what a deal here! And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe and become part of the crew of the NNSCRA. And if we got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for Sean, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Next Gen Cup Series and Duracell Ultra Light Series, the two main series on his channel, and both of them run by the head honcho himself, Seth Cole. And if you want in on future seasons of the NNSCRA Duracell Next Gen Cup Series or Duracell Ultra Light Series, be sure to get with Seth and he will get you going on that. Also, be sure to check out other channels from the NNSCRA community as well. So that will do it here today at Indianapolis, Indiana. For now, this is James Walsh. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline and online racing at its best. We'll see you on the road course at Watkins Glen.